I don't mean to put you on the spot. I really just whisper something to you. I don't like to just blindside people, but you know, too many of our troops are coming back with injuries. My son-in-law just went through a second surgery on his recent deployment, and some of them single, double amputees, and you're a double amputee in a wheelchair. For people that maybe don't watch us on a wheelchair, why don't you talk a little bit about that and maybe a message to our current soldiers who are going through the similar experience?
Okay, as I mentioned before, I was wounded in Vietnam, stepped on the landmine, lost both my legs in this one explosion, lost 2 men, 3 of us lost both legs, I am familiar with war injuries, but I do want to send out a message to our troops out there. I want you to know that there are people here that we're with you, we're behind you. I'm one of those people that I wish I could be there with you, but since I'm not, I'm doing everything that I possibly can to show my support and that I believe in you and what you're doing.
You were sharing a little bit with us last night. You go in your wheelchair, you go visit our troops at the VA hospitals. Talk about that.
Well, of course, we make several trips each year to the military hospitals, but when we're not there, we also help with some of the PTSD programs in the veterans hospitals. And there are times that we just simply go to visit, and we find that there's so many of our veterans in the VA hospitals that at this point in their life, they're alone. They have very few friends left, very little family left, and they're there. We find that they want to talk about where they've been, what they've done. They want to tell their stories. Met with a young sailor, well, I say a young sailor. He was a Vietnam veteran at the Louisville VA. Spent a little time with him, and as tears rolled down his cheeks, he said that 38 years since Vietnam, and this is the very first time I have ever spoken of what happened to me in Vietnam. He said, I haven't been able to talk to my family. There's no one I can tell. So we spent quite a bit of time that day just letting him tell his story. And there's so many of those men and women there. And again, that's where my heart is I'm military through and through. And I want to be there to give what little support I can.
He keeps trying to leave. You'll catch us on video, folks. I can come back.
I'm a man of few words.
Okay, well, you're doing great. What would you like to say to our men and women who are in Iraq right now, in harm's way, that are listening?
Well, again, I would like to say that you have my total support, and if you would ever want to get in contact with me, you can reach me at luckyenough.thebook.com, and I would be glad to communicate with you. I appreciate all that you're doing, and my heart's with you.